Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ramblin Radio, episode number 88. I'm glad you are here. We got a fire episode today. You probably know everything that's going down in this episode, but in case you don't, we got Pedro Vasquez on the pod. You guys probably know him as Aimos on his Instagram and in just all of his photography and any platform that he's on, known as Aimos. Last time, this isn't the first time we had him on the podcast. We actually had him, he was actually my first guest, him, as well as Fernando, who is another very, very talented photographer that has done some shoots with me, and another incredibly talented photographer, Andrew, who's known as Phaser on Instagram. If you guys want to check out that episode, it's back in like early 2019, but it's still one of the most popular episodes that this podcast has to date. So if you want to check it out, scroll on down after this episode so you don't miss anything. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I know you guys are super stoked about this episode. Huge eye-opener, and just a perfect example of how everything is not what it seems on Instagram. It's just a highlight reel. We don't know what someone's truly going through. And this whole story with Aimos and XXXTentacion's photo, man, that's a mouthful, is just crazy. You get to hear the entire story unfiltered. He didn't hold anything back, and it's just incredibly eye-opening. I don't know what else I can say. It's just a very eye-opening story and experience, and you'll get to see the legal side of it and just all this shit, because it was a big deal. It's like the second most liked photo on Instagram. There's comments being generated every second. Like, it's still getting so much traction. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but they're insane. And then X gets, unfortunately, he gets killed. He gets shot and killed. And it's the only photo on his platform. And it just becomes this iconic thing. And so with that comes all of this stuff that's really good and also really kind of ugly and also a little scary at the same time. Like, having to deal with this, like, as an artist, I can't imagine being alone and dealing with it. And luckily, Pedro's got an incredible support team behind him that helped him out and encouraged him throughout the process. But you're going to get to hear the whole story. It's really amazing. So if you get anything from this, share it. Tag Aimos. Just get it out there, because it's fascinating and you're going to learn a lot, and it might help you in the future as well. Also, we're going to get the solo episodes going back again, and we're going to fire those off. So if you need support from me, you know what this podcast is all about. Building revenue streams, creating a business that you absolutely love, designing a life that you love, all those things, whether it's clients, digital products, whatever you need support with, we are here to help. And I want to feature your question if you have one. So if you have a specific question for me and you want it answered in detail, send the question, text it to me at 847-383-7661 with the hashtag podcast, or I won't be able to see it. And then if I like it and I think it's going to help a lot of people, I'll feature you, I'll feature the question, I'll answer it in detail. So we're going to get those going as well very soon. That's enough of me talking. Sit back, relax, enjoy this podcast with Pedro, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Dude, last time we had you on the pod was with Fernando and Andrew.
Yeah,
like 2 years ago.
3 years, 3 years.
3 years ago? I don't think it was 3 years ago. It's like 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. It feels like 10 years ago, to be honest. And then didn't we go out that night? I think we went to some bar.
We did go out. Yes.
And I don't know. Anyways, it felt like 10 years ago. But that's still one of the most downloaded podcasts that I have of you.
For real? Damn, I don't
Yeah, I think it
even
was.
promo it or nothing.
I think we had like a little bit of promo, but I don't know. People really enjoyed it. But because it was the three of you, we didn't really get a chance to talk about like your come up and your story. And, I've known you for what, back in I think 2017 is when you and I first met. And a lot of
Yeah.
people, I think we share a lot of followers, and a lot of people are interested in you. And we're going to talk about everything that you've done thus far, and especially the NFT stuff and with X's stuff. I mean, a lot of people want to hear about that. But to start this thing off, I kind of want to hear about your story, how you got into the camera, and, take it way back, like high school days.
Man. I was come on, man.
We're doing it, man. We're doing it.
I was definitely a different person. I always liked video photos, like movies and stuff like that, anime. But no resources, nobody out here doing that. So it's like it wasn't even like I used to think about photography and used to think of like geeks with like black turtlenecks and Harry Potter glasses and stuff like that. Just super ignorant. And then I had my daughter. For some reason, I don't know, it's like I bought a camera to take photos of her and myself. I was always into fashion, so I wanted to just take photos of us and post it on Instagram. And as I just started taking photos of the homies, I just like fell in love with taking photos of everything else besides myself. Like I don't even like my photo being taken or being on the camera anymore. And yeah, I've always been like a perfectionist. Not to talk shit, but a lot of things that I've tried, I was like pretty good at or learned pretty quick. I give like 100% attention to something new, and photography was that. And I would take photos every single day. I would edit just as long as I would take photos, just to try to like make my photos look like the people that I looked up to at the time.
Who'd you look up to at the time? What were the people that you were following?
The people that I was following, 13th Witness page, the first time I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I remember this photo. It was like a Japanese mask, and he was just in a field, and it just looked crazy. I was like, yo, what? And I was like, nah, I have to figure out how these people are taking these kind of pictures. Like, yo, bro, how you make the background look blurrier? Like,
that's the first question everybody asks when they get started.
Yo, I even told my so I started taking pictures with my iPhone right before I got the camera, and I told my cousin Jeffrey, Jeffrey. So yeah. He was like good at like graphic designs and stuff. And I was like, yo, bro, can you like make the black background blurry? So he literally would trace.
No. In Photoshop?
I don't know what he used, bro, but it was, son, I think I still got the photos, yo.
Dude, you gotta send some. Yes.
Yo, I was down bad. I was down bad, yo. Oh my God. Woo. But
no shame. No shame.
Nah, I mean, I really wish I didn't delete. I really wish I didn't revamp my Instagram like the 2-3 times that I did, just to like, I didn't know this was gonna be like, like a profession or a career. But the way I started taking photos, it was so horrendous. Like literally, like I see these new kids starting to take photos, and I'm like, wow, like like you guys are like you guys you're dope. Like the way I started photography was horrible, bro. Like fuck.
Yeah.
It makes me sick to my stomach. I would slap my younger self. But yeah, I just then I saw some posts on Instagram, and I went to a photography meet, and then I met up with some kid named Jolt. That's why he's like my homie for life. He's the first person I linked up with. Um, and he took me to like this abandoned train station that was like super, like if you go there now, like people don't even go there now because they are like 90% like gonna get arrested. So we went there. I'm like taking photos and I'm looking at these kids how they taking photos and I'm like, oh shit. And then that same thing just kept happening. Like everybody that I connected with, I kind of like took something that I liked or just learned something. And it made me the photographer. It was part of the story, you know. First time I shot with black soap changed my life completely. We hit like 7 bandos in Philly, and yeah, it just changed my life the way he shot his photos, and some of the other people that I looked up to were Sklar, Belandez, 13th Witness, First, Black Soap, you know, just the guys that were really big at the time on Instagram.
Yeah. How essential was it to meet up with these photographers? Did you look up to these guys and you reached out to them? How did you kind of start connecting with some of these guys? Because I get a lot of questions from photographers that like they don't know how to get that initial start, and I think the route that you took with connecting with these people that may be at a higher level at the time that you were, so that you can just absorb what they were doing. Because I remember you and we talked about this on the last podcast, how they would maybe stop at something that you didn't see and you'd be like, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing? And you just kind of learn from just watching.
100%. Yeah, it's like that's why I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff like that too, like for photography or just photo books. But the way I linked up with them, I tell everybody that asks me that, like, oh, how will I get to shoot with you one day? Or I mean, like, bro, if you really out there taking photos and we in the same industry, basically, like we're bound to meet. Like if you really trying to do this and you're gonna be out there like how I was out there every day, and eventually you're just gonna hit. You're just gonna meet somebody that I know, or you're gonna meet me, and then I'm cool as fuck. Everybody out here with is cool as fuck. They're gonna be like, "Yo, come on, let's go over here." And it's like you meet everybody else. It's like, you know, it's real life interaction with real people. You know, it's just I'm cool. I think I'm cool, so it's like. So everybody gets along. I get along with everybody all the time. So it was just, that's why I always say to everybody is like, this is more than photography. It's like, I feel like who you are as a person also plays a role.
Yeah. It's a pretty small community, even though it's growing every day, but you still run into the same people.
Yep.
When did you start getting away from like the bandos and that type of like landscape type stuff? Because I know you just said that you restarted your Instagram over again.
Yeah.
Was that because your style was changing and you just wanted that fresh start? When did these kind of transitions happen?
I think it was when I met you around that same year, probably 2017. I just looked at my old work and I was like, yo, this shit is fucking trash. I can't show this on IG. Like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I just won the trash can competition. A day later, I got hit up by Adidas to shoot a campaign for them. It was like so much money. I'm like, bro, what? You want 10 photos and you're going to give me like $5,000? The guy over the phone was like, yo, I'm sorry, it's not that much. I'm like, bro, what? That's like a a third of my yearly income right now. No, I'm kidding. But like it was like a sixth of my income right now. I'm like, I'm about to make this. I'm about to send you 10 photos. So after that, I was like, yeah, I gotta really show the kind of quality that, I when people tell me how you're gonna work with these brands, how do I get to work with these brands? It's like I gotta make the content that these brands are looking for first. So I started erasing the old shit and just replacing it with you know, a certain standard for just to get hired or just for my own standards too. So
do you regret that because you wanted to kind of see that journey? So, maybe
100%.
instead of like deleting them, you wish you just kind of added to it. And then, if you had to show
100%
something,
I
you
regret
had
it.
your portfolio. Yeah.
100% I regret it. It's also like, you tell yourself like a bunch of times, like, don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, like be true to yourself. And I guess I wasn't 100% true to myself. And that's why I deleted the photos. But right now, seeing the full picture, well, it's not even the full picture, but where I am now, I definitely regret taking it down just because I know that what I do can inspire somebody that comes from where I come from or something similar to it. And like, if they would have seen my old photos to now, I could imagine like they'll just be like, I can't believe, like, who did you buy? Who did you buy your preset for? Who edits your photos? Or it was so bad, bro. Like, like, and I learned how to just do that shit on my own. Just keep trying, and yeah, just to inspire others, bro.
You should make, I don't know if you have one already, but you should make like a sequence of photos on a post just showing like all the photos that you're like, wow, this is garbage, but this is part of my journey. Do you have one of
Oh
those?
shit. Nah, I'm gonna do that.
You should do
I'll
one.
take note. I'll take note.
Yeah, you should do one.
Yeah.
I think people would love that. Um, tell me about the trash can competition. How did you like find out about that? What did that look like? And I know, when you and I got connected, those were some of the first photos that I saw, and I was like, whoa, this guy is like on some next level shit here. What?
Yeah.
How did that competition come about, and why'd you enter it?
So at the time, I had a clothing brand that was coming out. We just finished making the sweaters, shirts, and I was gonna shoot a lookbook. I was like, yo, we gotta take it up a notch a little bit. I want to shoot the lookbook. I want to make it look, cool. And at the time, I was like very heavy into the bando stuff. So we went to a bando. It was like 15 minutes from my crib. My cousin who modeled it, he was like one of my homies that I always take pictures of. He was always there for me. So he was also a partner in this clothing brand. So I took the photos just for us and our brand. And I was still in the bandos, so I shot in the bandos. And then I was showing a homie that I linked up with, which was Chris Rocco, and my other homie. Fuck, I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. But I always tell him like, yo, bro, I remember that day. Like if it was like, cause they both were like, yo, they saw the photos and they were like, holy shit, bro, you should enter this in trash can competition. And I'm like, what trash can competition? He's like, yo, it's on Skillshare. So I go on Skillshare. I see the competition after I finish linking with them, and there's a video, and in the video there's certain guidelines on how and what he's looking for in order to win this competition. And I'm looking at this video and I'm like, oh shit, I did all of that already with my photos. So I'm like, all right, let me enter this competition with photos that I already took without even watching this video, like on how to do it. And I fucking won this shit. And I was like, yo, I don't win shit. Like not even the raffle in school to get the king size Twix bar. I'm like, yo, it was insane. I was in the gym. I just got in the gym. I'm doing some lateral pull downs. I'm in like my second set, first fresh. I get the notification I was so hyped I had to leave the gym. I couldn't. I was like, nah, I'm out of here. I looked crazy. I came in, sat down, hit one set, looked at my phone. I'm out of here. Yo, so then everybody just started hitting me up. I got a couple people that followed me. Unfortunately, that shit happened after like the algorithm changed. Like it wasn't um chronological anymore.
Right.
But the previous people who did win his competition, like they fucking went to like 50, 100K, like just off his competition. Cause Trash Man is like
Holy shit.
the GOAT, bro. So
Wow.
yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, that's how it happened, man. That shit was insane. It's so crazy.
So I mean, I'm just gonna assume that that kind of confirmed your skill set, and you're like, okay, I've got something here. And was that like the first time where you felt like you could do this for a living, or did you already kind of feel that before this competition?
I think I felt it before, but this was like, yeah, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Even when I saw the video in the Skillshare site, I was like, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And then when I won it, it's just like everybody else knew that I knew what I was doing,
Yeah.
or kind of
And
knew
you,
that he's heading there.
yeah. And you learned on Skillshare too. A lot of the basic photography shit. Didn't you take some courses
I
or
took
no?
courses on how to make my site, on how to
Okay.
like build my website.
Hmm.
Maybe I've seen like one or two Skillshare videos, but I used to really just go on like, because back then I was following these dudes like when they were like just beginning, so they would go on IG Live and just show what they were doing,
Hmm.
or YouTube, and just I spent so many hours in Lightroom, bro. I spent hours in
Yeah.
Lightroom. Like I really think nobody like it's hard for somebody to tell me, for me to believe somebody else spent more time in Lightroom than I did. Because even now, like I edit one photo, I gotta edit it like 5, 10 times before I post it. I'm just so anal about it. So like there would literally be, I would, back then it was even worse because I would literally take one photo. I remember the photo of the Oculus, this
Hmm.
white. So I took
Yep.
this photo and I remember just scrolling, and it was all the same photos, just adjusted slightly. And I'm like, yo, I'm crazy. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I have a OCD or something when it comes to photos.
Well, I remember seeing your Lightroom process for the first time, making these little micro adjustments, and I'm like, I don't see a difference, but you're like, no, just wait. You're like making these little tiny little adjustments and shit. I'm like, man, this guy is a fucking scientist in Lightroom here.
Less is more, bro. Less
Less
is
is
more.
more. Well, that's kind of your style though, is less than more. I mean, I know it's changed. I know you're doing a lot of like film stuff too, but I mean, the way that I would kind of like talk about your photography is just like it's just the cleanest of clean. Like I don't know how else to describe it other than just like, that's what I see with the human eye. And so many people try to like throw on these colors and filters and, they just keep
Yeah.
throwing shit on and it turns into something totally different, which is fine. I mean, that's just another style, right? But I feel like, the way that you're shooting, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's just like that is you're just capturing that moment and maybe enhancing it a little bit, but I mean, you're just
The
making it
moment is
so
there, bro.
realistic. Yeah, exactly.
The moment is there already. Like photography was meant to document and like to just immortalize what you want to just immortalize. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's like when shooting film recently has taught me like I was so anal about certain things before, like, and now it's just like I look at a photo or a moment and like if it means something to me, like that's all that matters. Because I know there's like a bunch of people out there that can relate to me or identify themselves with what I do or with a kind of photo that I take. And it's all perception too. But yeah, it's really just the moment. It's already there. If you want to put a plane over the basketball court, like fuck it. I see nothing wrong with that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's interesting. How was your, because I know you started shooting film like semi recently, maybe
It was like
past.
right before the pandemic.
Okay. How was
Well, we
that
call it
transition?
pandemic over here. You know what I'm saying, man? Nah, I mean, like I needed something like I feel like photography, being in this industry and just how it is with all these people with these followers or companies just hollering at you trying to get like free work. It
Yeah.
was just so discouraging on like the kind of quality of work that I was doing and then to see everybody like praise me for it and it's like I'm not getting nothing out of it. So it's like I just like I completely like it was like I didn't even want to be a photographer anymore for anybody else. I right now I don't want to be a photographer for nobody. Like this is
Yeah.
for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been taking photos of my family and friends in my life again, like how I used to. So,
Mm.
but I don't know. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I want to, we're going to get into that stuff before we do though, getting back to the trash and competition, you know, what started to happen? I know you got that Adidas gig. What other opportunities came your way, and did they keep going? I mean, were there setbacks? I'm assuming. Well, knowing you, I know there were, but what did that? What did life start looking like after that competition and you starting to get these opportunities?
I was working at T-Mobile at the time, so I was really trying to like not work at T-Mobile anymore. So, and there's always setbacks. I started getting reached out by a lot of big brands, agencies, getting work here and there, just planning on when is my time to leave this 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go back in time and just tell myself to chill because you know once you make it a full-time job, it kind of like takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
it's everything is like full circle, I would say. But I don't know. I was just getting hit up by a lot of people, getting paid well. Um, Sometimes getting paid like super well, and then a lot of times doing a lot of free shit. The
Mm.
free shit didn't bother me until I started looking at like more a career and like yo, can I take photos like for the rest of my life? Like, am I gonna be 50 years old and taking photos like for other
Mm-hmm.
people for gigs and stuff? I'm like, damn, I don't want to do that. Not because I mean I would definitely do it if there's a vision and it's something that I feel inspired. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't see myself killing myself for an industry that doesn't value this kind of art.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's when everything just started. I was like, yo, I gotta get out of here. And then when I'm out of there, it's like, okay, there's still setbacks. It's just a roller coaster when you reach new levels. It's like the stock market. Like you look at the
Yeah.
5 year um, IPO of a company. It's like it goes up and down, but it can go up. You feel me? So there's always gonna be
Yeah.
ups and downs. Um, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's never a linear path. When did you start realizing that these companies just didn't like appreciate like your quality of work and other photographers' quality of work? Where they just, they're just looking for something for, for free and take advantage of these photographers? I mean, when did you start kind of like realizing this, and did that really discourage you from the industry?
Yeah, I started realizing this like a year or two after the Adidas, like my first big gig. Just started working
Yeah.
with all these people and brands. I'm like, and just being like in the community that I'm in, you feel me? Hearing all these other stories of all my other homies. And I'm like, damn, these people really don't give a shit about us. I mean, it just made me feel like, I don't know, I just hate seeing people get taken advantage of. And I'm being taken advantage of. My homies is being taken advantage of. Having a daughter that loves to paint and just create shit, and knowing that that might be a route for her, and then knowing how this industry is. So it's just like, and then coming where I come from, seeing my parents always being taken advantage of and never given like being reciprocated in any way, shape, or form. So it's just like, I just really can't, that's some bully shit, bro. I don't fuck with it. So it's like,
Yeah. Why are these companies, they've got budgets, you know, is it because there's just so many photographers that produce like, good enough quality where they kind of like, pick them over someone that's way more elite and established, or,
I mean, there's a lot of photographers with subpar work, or like I'm playing the devil's advocate here. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause it's all just perception. Like, whatever you think, like, art is art, regardless.
right. For
And
sure.
then there's tons of elite photographers too. So
Mm,
it's just oversaturated maybe.
mhm.
And I don't think it's oversaturated. I think these companies know that there's a lot of people out there that are willing to do the work for free, or really don't know how the business should go, or just
Mhm.
even the industry standard. A lot of these people don't know that you can charge like day rate, equipment, post production rates, um, insurance, food, travel, whatever. Like, it's just, there's just there's not enough conversations about what is happening right now. And I don't know, I took it upon myself. I don't know why. I mean, I guess we know why, but I took it upon myself to just, I guess, start talking about it a little bit more.
Mm.
And it was, divine timing. I feel like this whole NFT shit came out, and that's what it's really about. Um, well, for now, because we don't know what's gonna happen. It's infant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's like it's so new. Um,
yeah.
I wanna get into the NFT stuff, and I know that's like a big reason why people are gonna tune into this because of your success with it so far. But I also know I kind of want to talk about like knowing your worth as an artist, because I know you've turned down some like pretty big opportunities that would, people would really want, but you knew that you were worth more. You want to kind of talk about some of those opportunities, if you can, where you
um.
had to turn things down and stay patient.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was shooting for my homie. He's a professional boxer, and but he lived in Texas. He wanted me to move out there and officially be his photographer. But I feel like the annually rate that he was paying me just was like, I would probably make that in like 2, 3 months on my own. And
Mm.
it's not even like knowing my worth. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, I'm doing this by myself. I'm doing this by myself. I'm building my brand, and I'm putting my brand out there every single time. I'm like adding just new work to my portfolio that's just building my brand basically. And you want me to just put all that aside, go to Texas, uh, and just work for you. You feel me? Like a lot of people are sold by like social media and like nice things and but I'm not, because like where I'm where I'm from is like I don't me and my family don't own anything. So it's like ownership is something big for me because I know that's something that will help towards generational wealth. And
Mhm.
if I don't have ownership, I'm wasting my time kind of, and not just my time, like my family's time. Um, so yeah, I just couldn't do that. Couldn't just I'd rather gamble on myself, still be around my family too in New York.
Yeah,
It's just a lot. I mean, but it would have been something good for an upcoming photographer, you feel me? So it's just
for
it's just
sure.
I never knock somebody because I don't know what they're going through. You feel me? Like maybe there's a kid that's working like a super minimum wage that's even off the books, maybe, and he's
Hmm.
he's he's cool with the camera. Like that would have been lit for him. Like it's all about taking these opportunities. Is it right for you? And fully capitalizing and using everything as a stepping stone to reach your next goal. I feel like, and that wasn't. It just nothing fits for me. I feel like because I feel like I don't know. It's definitely not an ego because I feel like everybody should look at themselves as the fucking goat. Because I see myself amongst like fucking in the future like Chimoto and fucking Ricky Powell, but it's like the standard for photography is changing so much, and it's like you can't really tell me what is the standard anymore because there is no standard for art. So it's just my mindset too and
Yeah,
my circumstances. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. It's all perspective. I mean, that in that situation, it sounds like it, getting someone like you to come work for somebody else full time. I mean, that's kind of like a 9 to 5 working, for somebody else, and you're putting
It,
all your time and energy into that, which
it,
could be cool for somebody younger and up and coming, but just didn't make sense for you. Was that it sounds like that was a pretty easy decision for you then.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely easy. Um, it, it's just a lot of people don't know in this industry. There's a lot of uh, people that don't know who's a boss. Like, how am I gonna? I'm Jordan. Imagine I'm Jordan and I'm talking to Kobe. I'm telling Kobe, you gonna play for my team and you gonna sit on the bench. Like that's not happening. Like you feel me? It's just no respect in our craft, Like, and it's not anybody's fault because I once looked at photography like that. It's for dweebs, and not to offend nobody, but it's just from movies and just growing up from where I wasn't taught anything better. You feel me? But so
Yeah.
I don't blame anybody, but I'm just not doing that. You feel me? And that's it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same with anything. It looks like just a lot easier than what it is, and all you got to do is tell them, okay, go take a photo of yourself and let me know how that goes and how that looks compared to the stuff that I'm producing. And I think they're going to get a pretty fast idea of like, whoa, okay, um, this isn't as easy as I thought I thought it was. you
I
know.
mean, it is easy when you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're not like people that don't really know about photography or about just like a wide like information about art or just don't understand. Like I watch a movie and I'm looking at like how they did the camera angles, the lighting. I'm looking at something completely different. But there's just some people that's like, oh my God, explosives. Wow. You feel me? So it's like even somebody that's not as skilled or whatever with the camera can still do a good job for somebody and they're gonna be completely satisfied for it. So it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird
Yeah, no, I get
industry
it.
we in.
Yeah, for sure. But I think a lot of the things that, that comes so naturally to you don't come naturally to others. And I think, as you as a photographer, like you forget that. Like I know that with me, like, if I'm like helping someone with, getting clients or something like that, like, certain information and things I feel like is so obvious, but for them, it's like, whoa, I didn't know that, or even think about looking at it that way. So
it's up to us
kind of,
to show them, though. You feel me? It's definitely
yeah,
100%. But I feel like it's definitely. I don't owe it to nobody. I don't owe it to anybody, but I feel like I don't know. I gotta let people know what's up. Just
yeah,
I
for
want to
sure.
see everybody do good. There's a lot of opportunities out here. I know we're all a part of a very big picture. You know,
Mm,
so
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I want to start getting into the X stuff. And kind of talk about that
Oh,
story, man.
she.
XXX Tentacion. That is like the longest name, and I think so many people have a hard time even pronouncing it.
Hey man,
Um,
I was still calling Black Six Black not too long ago. His name is 5 letters.
yeah,
So
I think I did the same thing. Um, this photo that you kind of become known for, that was you took that at Rolling Loud, right? That was at Rolling
yeah,
Loud.
2018.
Yeah. What? Because I mean, it's just it's if I feel like these festivals, these shows are like just madness. What's the process of like getting into one of these shows? Because I know, certain photographers even try to like sneak in, try to get into the pit. Like they're doing
I'm gonna give
whatever they
him the sauce
can.
right now. I'm gonna give him the sauce right now, man. I'm gonna give him the sauce. So look, this is what you got
Let's
to
hear it.
do. Wherever you from, you have to reach out to publications, no matter how big or small. You have to go on the website of the festival or concert and apply under media through your publication because they're going to ask you what publication you're shooting for. Um, it's not 100% that you're going to get hired or not, but this is how it's done the traditional way. You have to have a portfolio to show, and or you can just sneak in with your camera. That's another one. Buy a regular ticket and just be in a wave of just people like, oh, just hoping you get a shot.
Good luck.
Or
Good
just
luck.
or just be there super early and stand in the front and get crushed by everybody. Yo, there's people out there killing it like that. But and then the third
Really?
way is Sean. I'm not sure what his I can't remember his username, but I know that he went all his most of his beginning photography work was from the audience, and his work is amazing.
Wow.
Raptographer has done it plenty of times. Crispy has done
Yep.
it plenty of times.
I know. I knew
AP
that.
has done it plenty of times. Me personally, I'm not doing that. And then the third way is on the festival. You reach out to the people who are opening, the people who go on early, the artists that go on early. You reach out to them, DM them, be like, "Yo, I can do this for you. I'm gonna give you your photos. Make sure you bring your laptop or whatever. But like, yo, I'll give you your photos right after your set, or whatever. You can do that as well. That has worked for many people. So you go on the site with the publication, or you sneak in, or you just reach out to the smaller artists, and that's how you'll get in. I feel like
Wow.
that's how you get in.
That's some good shit right there. That's I think that's gonna help a
That's
lot of
basically
people.
how it is. That's
Yeah.
basically how it is. So I wish
And
y'all
there
luck. If anybody gets in or gets the opportunity with this, tag me, hit me. I would definitely have liked to know that my information has helped anybody out there. for real.
Do it, guys. Take advantage. He's inviting you. Do it.
There's a lot of festivals coming up too. So
Yeah, because now we're getting going here. 2022, right? Or is it going down this year? No, I think 2022. I could have sworn.
I'm not sure, but I see a lot of festivals being posted. So if they're posted,
Well,
that means
when's
that the media should be starting.
right? Well, when's Rolling Loud coming up next? Isn't that 2022?
I don't even know, bro. I don't know nothing about Rolling Loud.
You don't give a shit anymore. You're done. All right. Well, let's talk about this because I remember as it was happening, just watching from online and shit, and I was like, "Well, it was fucking just crazy mad." So you're there. You're there for everybody trying to work. Are you working with certain artists and things? Or are you just
Oh
trying to?
nah,
What is your objective?
my objective is to just make some legendary content for myself. You feel me? Just
Cool.
that's the main goal. You meant to ask like what was I doing at that festival in
Yeah,
2018? Who was I working
yeah,
for? I was on
yeah.
the media
If you
team
were.
because I applied. I got accepted. It was I flew out there on my own dollar. I had to pay my flight, stay, food, It was no
Hmm.
pay. Um I don't think I've ever gotten paid to shoot live music actually.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten $1 to shoot live music. It definitely have gotten me a lot of work, but yeah, you don't get paid for it. Well, not me. So yeah,
Unless you're a touring photographer, right?
unless you're a touring photographer, and even then they might holler at you for like $500 a month. That's something crazy like that, you know?
Jeez.
Come
Yikes.
on, man. Come on, man. I never been on tour.
Yikes.
I got offered to go on tour with even Nipsey, and I couldn't. Like
Too low? Or
it
is it
was just
just too
it was
hectic?
just like yo, come on tour, and I'm like, all right, how much? And it was like never spoken about again. I'm like, all right. I was just supposed to say yeah
Oh
and just
man.
go, like. But like I said, for a 16, 17, 18-year-old, bro, like no family, no responsibilities. Hell
Mm.
yeah, you could go break through that fucking door and use every opportunity as a stepping stone. You feel me? It's just the circumstances. But for me, I just couldn't do it. Um, but yeah, that was how who I was working for. I was on the media team. I had to pay to go there. And yeah, and you wanna just I could just keep going, just
Yeah.
chronologically.
What a
Yeah.
I'm trying not to cut you off. I'm just trying to I'm trying to give you the platform, give
All
you
right. So
freedom.
yeah. So yeah, I'm there on my own dollar. X wasn't supposed to be there. And then I heard his music. I just finished dancing on stage with JB Blockboy in front of thousands of people. So I'm walking
That's
to
fun.
ski mask set, right? I'm about to shoot ski mask, and I hear
Hmm.
X's look at me. I'm like, yo, why is everybody going so crazy right now? And I'm like, oh shit, X is here. Like he was on house arrest. Like there was
Mm.
rumors that he was like allowed to go to Rolling Loud by whoever. But I started speed walking. I'm like, oh shit, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan, still a big fan of his music. So I'm speed walking. I got the 70 to 200. I got a Canon Mark IV. You
Yep.
feel me? That's all you need. And I'm over here. I'm just shooting, and then I edit the photos, and I posted it. Out of all the photos, I chose this one photo because I was listening to his album, and I felt like that one photo spoke to me the most out of all the photos because everybody always asks me like, "Yo, what's different between this photo and the rest of your photos?" And I'm like, nothing is different. This is You feel me? Like all my work speaks to me a certain way, and that's what I choose to show others. There's some that I keep in the tuck just in case, but how I how I choose my photos, how I chose that photo is the same way I chose all my other photos. But yeah, I posted it, and then I just started. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was in my, I don't know. I think I was in the crib, and then I just started. I logged on again, and I'm looking at the notifications. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? And then I see people like, yo, X commented on your photo, X posted your photo, X liked your photo, and I'm like, what? And I'm trying to find it because it was different back then. The notifications. I finally click on the thing, and I see he posted my photo, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I see the comment, and he's like, amazing photo, thank you. So then he's DMing me, and he's saying like, but we were doing like the video. He was sending me like video DMs, you know those, and he was like, yo, this is hard, thanks or whatever. And I'm sending him a video. We're sending videos back to one another, and then I'm just like, I didn't ask him for the credit because that's not something I think I shouldn't have to ask for. If it wasn't given, I'm not gonna cry about it. The way I saw it was, I'm not gonna ask X for credit. I am the fucking GOAT. We will get to work together when I'm a bigger photographer. You feel me? Obviously that didn't get to happen because he passed away. And then that shit, the news happened, and I'm like heartbroken. And then I get emails from labels, brands, managers about purchasing this photo. And I was like, holy shit, this is my fucking time. Let's go. I'm a legend. I will be a legend. I'm about to start shooting everybody. Everybody. They about to use my shit for everything. Phone cases, billboards, t-shirts, album cover, tattoos. And I'm over here like, all right, I'm lit. So then they emailed me, and I was like, hey, we wanted your permission to use the photo because it's on a deadline and we have to work really quick. Would you give us permission to use this photo and then speak about compensation later? And I was like, fuck no. I would like to speak about compensation now. So we get on a conversation, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm about to really take my parents out the hood. Like, my daughter about to have her own room now, you know? Like, so I pick up this phone call, and he was like, yeah, we want to license this photo for 2 years. It was 3 photos, actually. Not even just the photo he posted, right? It was 3 photos in total. They wanted to license these photos. And I'm like, I spoke to a couple of the homies that already are super established, legend photography. One which was Ricky Powell's apprentice, which is Steve Sweatpants. I spoke to Visuals by Pierre, like, you know, Vogue, New York Times, whatever you want to call it. Licensing is big money, especially with what they were planning to do with my photo. So I'm like, yo, okay. So I'm talking on the phone, and then he told me the price. And I was, yo, my heart, like, I got a knot. You know, when you get that knot in your, like, your throat, stomach area? I was like, fuck, I do. He told me $2,500, bro. To use 3 of these photos for 2 years. I told him, I was like, yo, I just got paid 10 bands from Adidas to take 10 pictures of a pair of sneakers that was used for marketing only. I mean, not even marketing, for advertising only, and so impressed. For 10, like, I got paid 10 bands for 10 photos that weren't even used for merchandising, billboards, none of that shit. Just social media and press. And a whole bunch of other shit. I'm like, yo, like, y'all wilding. Like, I'm not doing that. That seems very low. And I was so naive thinking that if I was transparent over the phone, that I was gonna be treated with respect and fairly. But they
Mm,
definitely used that against me, thinking that I didn't know what the shit costs for. And I'm like,
mm,
yo, you bugging, bro. You gotta give me like 50 bands. Nah, I'm lying. I didn't tell him that, but I was like, yo, I'm not doing that. Like my homies, like I shoot commercial photography all the time. I license my photos a bunch of times already. This is super low. How much
mm.
y'all paid Ricky Powell for his photos? How much y'all paid Chimoto for his photos? He was like, well, we paid him $5,000 for a year. I'm like, yo, y'all lying. In my head, I'm like, yo, y'all lying because I actually like I got the source. Like, what do you mean? Like, so, and I'm like, and then they were promising me like future work, just a whole bunch of shit or whatever. And I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that still. And then they came. I was like, all right, let me talk to my team and let me see what we could do to help you out, or whatever. They came back with 5 bands. I was like, bro, I'm not doing this. And then they were like, all right, and then they brought it up to 10 bands. So I'm like, all right, if I do this, then how will I get like will I get more work? Because I'm like, yo, fuck it, it's just a photo. I'll give up the licensing, 10 bands or whatever, but knowing that I'm gonna
For
get
two
more work
years?
for 2 years, 3 photos.
Mm,
But in my head, I'm like, oh man, like I did this with no expectation. I have to have some type of artistic integrity, and I just be like, yo, it's a money grab. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm gonna just continue working. They said they're gonna hook me up with more work. I'm gonna just blow people's minds every single time I take a photo and just be more established, I guess, and just work for it. And then
yeah.
they were like, well, actually, we can't promise you future work. Um, yeah, we understand that Ricky Powell and your friends sell photos, but who are you? Like he literally told me this over the phone, like you're nobody. You feel me?
Mm,
So I'm like, yeah, I wanted to say, I wish I wasn't the nice guy that just let everybody. I would have been like, you're bugging the fuck out. I'm the fucking go and just banged it on him, just hanged up. But that I didn't. I was like, all right, sure. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I was just so like, if I could go back in time, I definitely would have had some type of representation to speak for me, because there was another photographer that did his last in-home session and he had no problem with his ordeal. I mean, I
mm,
heard he got some problems now because they overextended the licensing. They kept using the photos, so now it's like some
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? But um,
Yeah.
he we spoke, we called each other, and he is a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but he was like, yeah, they're bugging. They're trying to give me 10 bands, 15 bands. And then we're like, that's dumb low. And I'm like, yo, I know, right? They wilding. He's like, yeah, bro, don't do it, bro. We gotta stick it to. We gotta make sure we're on the same page, because this is what we freelancers do. If we don't know something, we're gonna call somebody in the community that knows what they're talking
Yep.
about. And most of the time, they're gonna help you because they went through something similar, and they don't want, like, it's like you fucking up the game right now. Like, if somebody's over here charging $500 for a shoot when you know your rate is like $5,000, like the person that is charging $500 is fucking up the game. So we got to go talk to him, and be like, yo, bro, like you taking everybody's work, you're undervaluing yourself. So yeah, that's the kind of conversation we had. He hooked me up with an agent. But they were just calling like just so many different people were calling me, like managers,
Hmm.
family members, um, labels, brands, people infringing my work. I had to hire a lawyer and tell the labels and everybody, like, you can no longer contact me. Speak to my lawyer. And then as that was happening, my agent was trying to like brokerage this deal. It came down to $25,000 for 2 images for 2 years. We were trying to do it for 1 year, like 25,000 for 1 year for 2 images. I still felt like shit because that's not what it was worth. But I was like, fuck it, let me take this deal. I still own the photos or whatever. And then when that happened, I got a call from somebody threatening me and saying they're gonna blacklist me. Just a whole bunch of other shit if I don't give them the photo. And I was like, I'm not giving you this photo. I'm sorry. I have this. You want me to sell you this image for $50,000, right? Because that's the price that they threw on the table. Like, yo, what you want? 50, 100? And I'm like, damn, I need to talk to my agent right now. She'll contact me back. Like, I don't feel comfortable giving a price right now. Like, and then they were like, and I'm like, yo, it's like, this just happened. Like, I'm talking to some people that were close to us, and it's like, I don't really feel comfortable with putting a price on somebody, speaking to somebody that's connected to him. Like, I don't know. I just felt like I don't want to talk to you about that because that sucks. And they were like, oh, it is what it is. He's dead already. Like, and I'm just like, yo, what kind of people am I talking to right now? Like, what? And then it was like, I don't know why I couldn't hang up because I was just so like, I don't know. I just couldn't hang up. I just didn't want to be rude. But even though they were being rude to me the whole time, like, so I'm like, whatever. I'm like, yo, they're offering me $25,000 a year. I still own this photo. You're telling me you think it's okay for me to sell you this image for 50 bands? I no longer own this photo. Is like, would you do that? And they were like, oh, I don't give a fuck. That's my photo. Blah, 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 whatever. Like, give me the photo. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll give you the photo. All right, email me, whatever. And then that's what I had to do to get them like off the line, right? So then I'm feeling like shit. I'm about to do this. I'm about to give them the actual photo for 50 bands. And it's like, I'm feeling like shit. And then the next morning, I'm about to take my daughter to school. We're waiting in the lobby of my crib, waiting for our Uber because it was raining, right? It was fucking pouring. And then the Uber took so long. I'm on Twitter right now. My daughter's right here. I'm on Twitter and I'm looking, right? And I see a person of high social status talking shit subliminally about me, saying there's a photographer exploiting, boom, boom, boom. They want this. Would you ever work with somebody? He knows better though. If he doesn't agree to this, we're gonna air him out. And I saw that shit, and I'm feeling like shit already agreeing to these people, having them talk to me the certain way that they're talking to me, being blacklisted from these festivals already. Like I haven't even been able to go to another festival because of this shit, because I wanted to actually sell my photo that I took at a festival I didn't get paid for, and nobody's on my side, even though like I didn't get compensated for the work in the first place. So it's like, so as this is happening, I was like, oh nah. So when I see this tweet, the sun came out, right? As I'm waiting for the Uber, the sun came out. And I go on the Uber app and I press cancel. For some reason, I took that cancel as a sign to tell them I'm not doing it. I don't know why. I'm with my daughter. I'm looking at my situation. And I'm like, yo, fuck, is this going to be like a Windows XP situation when the dude sold it for 100 bands? But if he would have kept royalty or some shit, he would have been lit for the rest of his life because they used that image, you know? Like, it's like, yeah, I'm not doing it, bro. So that happens or whatever. And then it was just, so then my agent goes back to the label that we were about to do a $25,000 deal. And then they go back to us and said like, yo, we're not doing that anymore or whatever. So then I got nothing from anybody. The photo then got infringed 3 times. It was in the album, a vinyl booklet that came. It was sold as a piece of art that was recreated by somebody else. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get nothing for it. They knew that they weren't supposed to use my images because they knew they didn't own it. So it was like willfully. So I went through like three different lawyers. Um, one lawyer I didn't really like him that much because he didn't really know what he was doing, and he was charging me he was using my retainer money to educate himself on the copyright topic. And I'm like,
Mm.
bro, you're supposed to know this. How are you using my retainer time for you to sharpen up on your shit? So I dubbed him or whatever. He's a
Yeah, you don't
he's
want that guy.
trash. I'm on his website too. Like I'm about to send him a fucking. You better take that shit down. He said he
Oh
got
yeah,
some
I
shit
hate
like
that shit.
like I'm a client of his or some shit. And then there's another lawyer was in Atlanta, trying to represent me. They sent out a settlement letter, but since they wanted to go to court because so she couldn't represent me because she was from Atlanta and not from New York. So then I just like kind of gave up on the whole thing. As the whole shit was happening, I was on the gig with my boxing homie. Actually, I was in Houston, and I'm sitting at the table, at the dinner table, and I'm thinking about all these people fucking calling me, harassing me, trying to get this photo. Me like thinking I'm about to move out the hood, and just so many different emotions, right? Me being like treated like shit in this industry, all my homies being treated shit like in this industry, not being respected, just a whole bunch of shit that was happening. Like I was like, yo, what the fuck? That while I was on this dinner table, bro, I had an anxiety attack and passed out.
Oh my god.
Like I passed out while I was with a client, bro. So it's like I was so embarrassed. I'm in a fancy ass restaurant, and I wake up on the floor and I'm looking all around and with my client there, but me and him were boys first. You feel me? So it wasn't as bad, but I'm just like after that it created like a kind of I don't know. It took me 2 years to get over that kind of anxiety because after I woke up on the floor, I had this like weight on my chest for like 2 years. I instantly, from that moment, I stopped smoking and drinking 2 years straight because it was something that I didn't want to. Because I was diagnosed with anxiety in high school, and I went through something similar, but like boxing and a lot of shit helped me out and having a social worker and shit because like I was completely different before when I wasn't in photography. So and I don't have time to box and do shit because I have to create income for my family, you know? So it's like fuck. It just created a whole like chain of events that I couldn't leave my every time I left my house, I would feel like that time at the dinner table I was gonna pass out. So I'm telling you this because with the NFT sale, I donated 15% to a nonprofit that helps with digital well-being, mental health issues, because this is something real to me. You feel me? And I wanted to give back and know that, like I said, like people can identify themselves with what I go through or get inspired. Because when I had this anxiety and these panic attacks, I felt hopeless, and I know there's others that might feel hopeless. So I want to. You can use my story and use it as inspiration and keep trying because that's all I could have done every day. Like sometimes I made it to the park to do my workout, and then there were some days that I couldn't make it down the corner of my block, and I had to come back inside. But I kept trying. There was like tips that I've seen online about anxiety and just breathing exercises and meditation and shit like that that really helped me out and get over my anxiety. Like I still go through it, but I kind of know how to control it now. Um, and yeah, I kind of know how to control it now. So basically, what I was gonna say, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. Because then while I was going through that, I started my production company. I started hiring my homies. I started figuring out ways of how I can make money. Remember, like I don't want to be 50 years old and working for somebody on shoot. So I did that early on
Yep.
because of my anxiety and the panic attacks that I was getting. I was hiring my homies. I was making sure they got their rate. I was telling them what their rate was. Like I mean, asking them and producing it for them so they didn't have to deal with anything. Even then, some of us definitely still got paid net 90, net 120, but everybody they got their fair share. I learned a lot. I put my homies in situations and opportunities that they took advantage of because they learned from me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just the whole shit. I just like didn't think about the photo anymore. Everybody would come to me like, "Damn, bro, if X would have tagged you, you would have been up." And I'm like, "Word, all right, yeah." And it's like, "Yo, you a legend because of this photo." And I'm like, I'm over here in the crib, and I'm like in the hood. I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm like, "Damn, word, all right." But it's like, it's just bro, it's real shit, bro. Like this is real shit, bro. Like, but I just hate seeing other people get taken advantage of. I couldn't allow myself to get taken advantage of to then know that I participated in helping these motherfuckers to take advantage of it. I couldn't
Yeah.
I couldn't I couldn't live with myself just like being a part of the shit that I do not like, especially like it happening to my family. So I was like, I just took that L basically, you feel me? But it wasn't an L, it was a lesson. Fast forward 3 years later, NFT.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Yo.
not know shit about NFTs, but because of the community that I've been a part of, it was easy to understand. Chris, one of my best friends, raptographer, he partnered up
Mm-hmm.
with like a platform, an NFT platform that represents photographers and
Block
founded
party,
by
right?
they they represent photographers for a long time. They know what we go through. They heard my story because Chris knew my story because he was there with me the whole time from when I shot the photo.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just talk to him every day. Like, and he was one of the people that would always call because I wasn't partying anymore. I wasn't coming out anymore. I wasn't hanging out anymore because I couldn't. And and then I started realizing like, yo, a lot of these people only fuck with you because of social media. Like they don't really love me. And I wanted to bring that like real person interaction shit back to like it's important, like now when my friends call me, like before I hang up, I tell them I love them because I really do because they help me out so much, like my real friends. You feel me? So that's why I'm like I don't really like talking on social media a lot to people that I never met because I don't know who you are, what you're like. I
Mm-hmm.
really love human interaction because I'm very big off energy. I always say this is bigger than photos. It's who you are as a person, what you do, what's your purpose, what inspires you, what do you want to change in the world. And but yeah, like he was there, he presented the story to them. They loved it, and it just made sense when I started doing my research on NFTs and how photographers can just do whatever the fuck they want with their images. It's a very strong new community where it's a whole bunch of support. It's like me and my homies in New York. I feel like we have the strongest community when it comes to creative. But I feel like NFTs, you can have that relationship in the metaverse. You would say like in online. You know what I'm saying? And that's what me and everybody else is providing, just support. Everybody, there's a lot of people invested in NFTs. A lot of artists, especially the graphic designers too. Like this, not only photography,
Mm-hmm.
like just people behind the shit that gets sold. So many people getting taken advantage of. We all been taken advantage of. So this is why NFT was perfect for this release because I get to do what I want. I'm in control. I could put the
Mm-hmm.
price on this shit. I fucking could donate to a cause that's so important to me, um, and just help the community with my narrative, my story, and just use it to help others. Type shit. I find it so hard to help myself if I can't help others, and that's a downfall. But for this NFT, I guess it wasn't, because I'm standing up for all of us type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the feedback I got was amazing. It gave me a lot of confidence in me and my story. Like I really don't I really never told anybody about my anxiety and how bad of a level it was, but I don't give a fuck. That's who I am and I had to deal with. And I feel like I can use myself and my story and what I've been through to help others with photography, life, mental health, whatever the fuck it is. So
Yeah, man.
that's what happened.
That is a fucking insane story.
It's crazy.
And I know, and yeah, I think it needs to be talked about a lot more. I think obviously your story is incredibly unique, but I think a lot of other people are facing semi similar things, or at least having those panic attacks and dealing with the anxiety from their work environment and just, all this shit that happens either in the music industry or another industry. And I think, it's definitely starting to get talked about more and more, but still not enough. And I think
Yeah.
you're like the perfect candidate to continue spreading this message, because the story, I mean, you can't really write this shit. It's just so crazy.
You can't make it
I
up.
feel
It's
like you should
like
no. I feel like you should be doing like seminars and workshops and shit. I mean,
I
I,
definitely would love to do that. That's definitely something that I'm planning to do. Um, it's 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 in the works a little bit. Um, just trying to do it the right way and to really just make it about helping others and people like myself first. A lot of people forget that photography is an art form, and people also forget that an art form is like a self expression of who you are. And it's like, how am I gonna express myself in an environment that's like traumatic and like this? Like, how is something that I'm supposed to express myself for me to feel better and let these emotions out is also the cause of these emotions. So it's like
mm,
I'm trying to like break that somehow with my story or help it being talked about, like you said, like the seminars and the workshops and shit. Like, you feel me, man? Like, this is important. This is the future. Social media, like all this information that we're intaking is just becoming more and more and more. And it's like, it's good, but is yin and yang, bro. Like, we got to really learn how to intake this shit and how to balance it. And this is who we are as people. Like, the art that we make is me, bro. Like, somebody told me yesterday, they DM, which photo represents you the best? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, every single photo is me. They all
yeah.
represent me, like, just because my ex photo did this or whatever, like, all my photos like mean that much to me. But yeah, I'm
Mm,
blessed to use my art to talk about real shit. You feel me? That's what
yeah.
got me the most hype about this shit. Not the money. The money is still sitting in my Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even touched.
Letting
Like,
it grow, baby.
I'm still in the hood. It's a big picture. Like, this is just a big picture that I'm trying to paint for everybody, because everybody is a part of this big picture. They
Mm,
might not know it. Some of them know it, like the people in New York, my community, we know it. But there's a lot that really don't understand. You feel me? And that's what I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote love. I'm trying to promote being healthy mentally, spiritually, physically.
mm,
Just, I'm trying to leave, like, we trying to leave this place better than when we found it. If not, then what? Like why are we here? Like it's a lot. It's layers, man. It's an onion. We just it's a lettuce patch basically.
Totally. I mean, and I know that this is probably not what you were thinking as it was happening, because you were like, fuck this, this kind of sucks right now. But, as you go through all these different struggles and, hardships and shortcomings, and you're getting fucking physically, like, not physically, but emotionally beaten the fuck up, you
Spiritually,
know,
yo.
and spiritually, yeah, even more so. I mean, it just gives you more it gives you more tools and resources to help other people, because you're getting impacted by all these things in a, kind of in a
It's
negative
real
light,
life.
but you're persevering, and now you get to share this story and help other people. And it's it becomes a part of who you are. And knowing you and being such a strong support for other people is huge. I mean, so many people just want to kind of like keep everything to themselves and just kind of hold on
Because
to it
it's
tight
it's
if they're
it's
even.
considered weak for men.
It
It's
is.
it's
Yeah.
considered being weak because that's how I felt. And like nobody wants to be looked at as weak. Like, it's like, but that's just being who you are. Like it's okay to be or to feel or whatever. Like that's just who we are. And a lot of people have to, I feel like the more we become comfortable with becoming who we are, the better your life is going to be, because you don't have to try to fit your body into these certain shapes that you weren't meant for. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the problem. I mean, there's so many positives with social media, but then that's also the negative side too, of like, especially Instagram, because, someone who doesn't know you can look at what's going on and be like, dude, you're killing it. Just like you said, and yet you're falling to the floor, freaking out, having a panic attack because you're having to deal with all these legal issues, and you're getting bombarded by, these high level people telling you that, you're the worst thing to happen to X, or, whatever the fuck they said, some bullshit, is fucking crazy. And, yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to it than what you're putting out there on the internet. And is, if we can continue just putting out the real stuff like you just did on this podcast, I mean, yeah, it's going to help, and it's going to make people feel more comfortable to share their story and continue spreading it. So I think you need to continue talking about it, even if
I
it's
definitely, I
difficult.
definitely, I know it definitely was difficult, especially like myself, not really just neglecting even speaking, like I and speaking in front of strangers, interviews, and then, but just after I got it out of my chest and seeing how others reacted to it and how much it helped others, there is no, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is who I am. It gave me so much confidence to continue to tell my story. I believe it can help others. I wanted to help others. And I'm just excited to continue to help everybody.
And I think you are. I think it's incredible and noble. And people can judge a book by its cover and say that, photographers or people that, you know, do certain things aren't open and have feelings, but we can cry. Men can cry. We have shitty fucking days, so
Bro, I cry a lot.
that's what it's all
Let me tell
about.
you. I cry a
That's a
lot,
good
bro.
thing.
Hey, man. I cry a lot. Man. Shit, it's all
Do
right
you,
to cry, man.
It's all good. I honestly, I could cry. I should probably cry a little bit more. Um, what, what, do you think it's the music industry that's so fucked up, or is it every industry when it comes to some of these things? Is it artists? Is it their
I
media team? Like,
It's
why?
definitely not the artist because they're also getting fucked. You feel me?
That's right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm over here. If I'm an artist, I gotta play both sides because it's not just my life. Like my life is not more important than the next man's life. You feel me? Like so, like if I'm an artist and I'm over here, like because I've dealt with a lot of artists and they go through shit. Like the label would change their album and put somebody they don't want on their album or that they don't even like on their album and 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 just schedule them to do shit that they don't want to do and then use the paperwork as an example, like, yo, we're fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like as a threat, like they're fucking in a cage. They think they're free and they're not. And then once they realize it, it's like, I'm over here dealing with this shit. I'm not worried about tagging you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably
Sure.
been through the same shit we go through. So it's like, it's not really the artist's fault. It's really just this whole industry is just very antique. You know what I'm saying? It's very archaic. So
Mm-hmm.
it's about to change though. Definitely. Everything's about to change. So is what
As
artists
yeah,
say.
as artists are going solo, right?
Yeah, like we're all like all mediums of art right now. And like this is the perfect time I feel like to be an artist when technology meets art. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
with the technology, we're able to take control of what we do with that, with our work and how it's used. But then there's
Yeah.
other people. Like I said, is really about who you are as a person. Because if you know you're lacking in skill when you want to be in this industry, you might sign that contract because you want the
Mm.
fast way. You feel me?
Mm.
So it's really like people just, there's a lot of people that like skipping steps or just don't like working hard or people that just see it as an opportunity and don't really think about how it can affect them or others. Like it's just
Mm.
so it's tough, man. I really try. I really don't judge others by their decisions because I know that everybody because what I went through, you're not going. Nobody knows what I went through, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Just because of a dumb industry that I'm in, like just because of my job. Like it's so dumb, right? Like it seems so dumb. Like, oh, because I wasn't people think like, oh, now crediting. Wow. You fucking begging for credit? Like, no, I'm taking my credit. I'm crediting my fucking self with NFT. Like, I don't need
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if this person has 2 followers or 2 million followers. I'm gonna treat my art the same way, regardless. There's people
Yeah.
that only
Yeah.
chase big artists or people that only like working with big artists because they think it's gonna help them skip a certain steps or get eyes on them. Like I understand it. So a lot of the times it helps, but like your foundation it might probably be weak. Not that I wish it for it to be weak. I feel I want everybody to be very fruitful in their endeavors, but it's just I'm
Mm-hmm.
here to just tell. I play both sides of everything, because I know
Yeah. Yeah. I thought the name now crediting, I thought that was brilliant. I loved it.
it's not it's because it's not only because of me. I definitely want other people that have been through some type of shit to come holla at me and be a part of the now crediting movement. It's now crediting Amos. It could be now crediting Zack, now crediting whoever, but
Mm-hmm.
it's 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 everybody. It's all of
Yeah, I
us.
love it.
It represents everybody.
I love it. Whose idea was it to turn the photo into an NFT? Was that Chris
Um,
or was that you?
I feel like it was everybody. I knew what I had. I knew what was doing well in the market. So it's like, it was definitely me. It was definitely Chris. It was definitely the homies that just wanted to see me succeed and finally stick a finger to everybody that did me dirty. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
How important was it to have the community behind you with this NFT launch? I mean, there's so many people in your corner. Just even seeing like the amount of tags that you got and the celebration. I mean, I know
bro.
New York was
It
going pretty crazy.
it was it's I wouldn't say I mean it is important, I guess, but it's really just a blessing to be a part of the community. But I feel like it's because of who, like, what I gave to the community, what I give to the community, what I continue to give to the community. You feel me? Like it
Hmm.
gave it back. You feel me? It reciprocated, you know? So
Yep.
that's what it was. Like I'm super grateful. I'm blessed. I'm honored, like as fuck. You feel me? Like it's I appreciate everybody. I feel like I owe everybody. It's been killing me because I know with the NFT, I can use this shit to give everybody certain incentives that that if they participate, they can get rewarded in some type of way. So it's been killing me for my next NFTs to just really make it a part of everybody. It's so because I want to help everybody. I can't. It's just so hard to help myself without helping somebody else. So
Yeah. It comes full circle, and knowing you and being around you, I mean, it's clear why you do have the support that you have, and you've gotten to where you are today because of how much you're able to give. And so many people are just not, I don't know what it is, they're just not, they're just so, they just care about looking out for themselves, or I don't know what, but
I would
every,
I definitely recommend looking out for yourself. Like
for sure, for
me
sure.
not looking out for myself as it sucks because you give and then you don't get back a lot until like you never know when you get it back or if you get it back. But it's just
Yeah.
I just that's just who I am type shit. I'm trying to work on it. I've been trying to work on it.
Hmm.
I've gotten a lot better, but it's just I accept it, I fuck it. Like at the end of the day, I'm chasing the bag to help my family,
Hmm.
but I'm not gonna chase this bag and neglect what's here already. So it's like I a lot of people chase success and all this shit, but it's like you're not really promised that. What I feel like I can control and I can promise in this world that we only live once is the energy that I give out and how I impact others and to just and how that can be because love is contagious. You know what I'm saying? Like support is contagious, inspiration is contagious, and that is something I can control. You feel me? Like the way I connect with others is something that I can give. Like that is what I
Hmm.
can control. So I'm just focused on what I have in front of me, who I have in front of me, um, trying to give 100% good energy, and just that's what I could give, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm not.
Hmm.
Nobody's promised shit. This is my
Hmm.
circumstances, and I'm gonna make the best out of it. And this is the best. You feel me? So
Yeah, I love it. How did it feel when you got that bid for $125,000 for that photo?
I was like, yo, fuck. Like people listening, people care about my story. People care about my art. People care about this shit. So it's like I gotta talk about it. You feel me?
Hmm.
It put the stamp on it, like yo, because we all like is it the ego thing? Like I never really talked about my story because who gives a fuck? Everybody goes through some shit. Like you feel me? Like
Hmm.
who like literally who gives a fuck? Like the next person over here might not have all their fucking limbs, and I'm over here crying because I'm like so I kept it inside. You know what I'm saying? Like but when I got that bid, it's like, nah, there's people that actually support this and want to make a change and believe in this. So,
Hmm.
I'm gonna use that to just gain the confidence to keep talking about it. And
Yeah.
hopefully it changes somebody's lives for the better or just to give them hope. when I was hopeless. You feel me? Like this shit is a
Hmm.
fucking black hole, bro. It's hard to get out of.
Yeah.
So
I think everyone's story has impact because there's just so many different unique experiences that you know something that you did along the way just connects with that one person or those three people that maybe another person, maybe they wouldn't have gotten that from another person's story, even though that person's story was like harder or whatever. That was always a problem with me. Like I didn't want to talk about anything because I I didn't have any real struggle as a kid, and I had a great childhood. I was like who cares? I'm a white kid from the Midwest. Like I don't have any struggle. I got nothing to give. And
there's probably a lot
you
of
know
white kids in the Midwest, though. You feel me?
yeah, there is, dude. There is. But I mean, regardless of Midwest, white, brown, whatever, you got to share your story because there are those little unique experiences that everyone has different perspectives, and it's important to share those perspectives because you're gonna change that person's perspective with something that you might have said. So I think it's
A hundred
huge.
percent. That's what I said about the energy. Like that's something that we could control. You feel me? The way you impact somebody that helps them
Hmm.
out. You could control that. Like every interaction
Yeah.
that you have with somebody, just you never know what somebody's gonna take from that experience from meeting you and it helping them out. And that's a good fucking
Hmm.
feeling, Like this
Totally.
somebody hitting you up and like, yo, bro, because I'm sure there's tons of people you change their lives just from your course, bro.
Hmm.
I see people all the time that have joined your course and they're fucking killing it, bro. Moving from their hometown, becoming like, yo, so it's you helping a lot of people as well. So I know that should make you feel
I
good.
appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's definitely more than, just getting it's better to see something face to face. I mean, even semi-virtual like this and seeing that impact. And I know, you've probably experienced that. Even just face to face stuff is really, that's when it becomes real, is when, someone comes up to you and like actually tells you like, hey, you impacted me in this way. Definitely inspires you to continue spreading that message and keep going with it. I do have a couple more questions for you about NFTs, and you know how do you think NFTs are changing the game for the future for photographers? Is this something that photographers should really look into? Like, should they get into it? Should they start researching? How are NFTs
I
changing the
definitely
game?
I definitely think photographers, graphic designers, any type of art should be looking into NFTs. Even if you play video games, you should definitely look into NFTs. Um, it's changing the it's changing. Creators are also becoming. It's important for their ownership. You feel me? It's
Hmm.
like the whole NFT with the XXXTentacion that I sold. I still own 15% of this NFT. When it gets resold, I will get money forever because of the non-fungible token that's in the blockchain. You feel me? Like I will
Mm.
forever get money with this as an NFT. The actual photo, I still own.
Oh,
If I
really?
want to throw a gallery or put it in a book, I can still do that.
Wow. I did not know that.
So it's just,
That's huge.
and there's just so many, like anybody, you don't even have to be a creative to know about NFT or to want to do research. Even if you play video games, you should get into NFTs because the way it's used, it's still not even being used to its full potential. Like imagine uh damn, somebody might take this idea, but imagine like if we're like in an art exhibition or whatever, right? But we make an amusement park, right? So you have to take a roller coaster that leads you somewhere else for you to see the next piece from your fucking NFT, and this is gonna be a holographic fucking, you know, it's like gonna holy shit, and it's like a tour of the exhibition, you know, like it's gonna make it, or if you want to give incentives out to people who's like, yo, the first 20 people that go here right now will get this NFT. This NFT you'll be able to resell in the blockchain for this amount of money because of the kind of artists that put that NFT out. Or just so one of my NFTs I've been thinking about is like I want to go to DR because that's where my family's from, Dominican Republic, and take photos of a certain community that's around this art institute that I've met through talking about NFTs and being from the Dominican Republic, and selling those images as NFTs and the profits being used to purchase those children in that art institute cameras. Like, you know, that's just
wow.
It's just, it's like, okay, so it's like Banksy when he put a pile of rocks around my neighborhood in City Field, right? These Dominican guys fucking saw this shit, 2:00 in the morning, stole the rocks from wherever Banksy took it and sold it for $250,000. Like you just gave some random people some, like Banksy just gave some random people some money. Basically, he just helped somebody's life out.
Wow.
Or it's like when he put up those balloons and they stole those balloons, those people, he just, you know, like that's because he's Banksy. So that's the type of level of, like, if I'm ever able to do something like that, or just like the Dominican Republic project that I told you about, like, bro, like, I don't know what, like, that's just so fucking cool to me, in my opinion, on how I can use NFTs to do that. Or
was Banksy doing that on purpose with the balloons, like letting people go and actually take it? Or
bro, yeah, I definitely feel like he was doing that shit on purpose. Everything I feel like Banksy did was on purpose. Like when he shredded that piece,
right? I remember that.
It's like, fuck you guys for wasting a whole bunch of money on this shit when there's like kids starving. And then the people in the gallery, when they did that, he thought it was gonna, I don't know, maybe like say fuck you, but to them it was like it's worth more now because the artistic genius this guy is, you know? So but like I said, it's like, imagine a video game when you just walking and you doing quests and you get certain incentives, or just you find a treasure chest and there's some fucking money or some shit. Imagine like we just walking and like, if let's say you're a videographer, right? You take a video clip of this certain street and somebody goes, holy shit, I know where that street is. You go there. He goes there for some reason and finds a fucking NFT that you left there. You know what I'm saying? Now he gets to take that NFT and resell it in the blockchain.
And you make money off of it.
And the creator makes money off of it because he gets, and he keeps ownership as well.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
fucking, man.
It's just money being like, you know, it's just the money rotating in the community, you know, which it's not done enough. You know, these big corporations take all our money and the people who usually purchase the shit, we don't get shit out of it, you know?
Right.
It's a lot. There's so much more, bro. Like you can literally think of like it's still in the fetus stage. NFT,
for sure.
So, you know, augmented reality, all this shit. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna ask, you know, 125,000. I know you donated 15% of it. What are you gonna do with the rest? You gonna hold on to it, let it grow?
Right now I feel like that's play money still, you know, like I'm definitely gonna reinvest it, and it's already, you know, I've made a lot of investments, trying to get this warehouse, working on a platform called Freely, me and some of the homies, and it's basically like a big bro in the metaverse, but we're also gonna make it like in real life interactions to give everybody opportunities to like just come to, it's like a sorority. You feel me? Where it's gonna be a physical location, all types of just ways to become successful, whether it's a group chat to learn how to do photography, videography, or if you want to learn how to grow weed, or you want to know about real estate, or you want to know who you can talk to get some merchandise manufacturer. It's really like a curriculum, you know, where we'll be teaching people just or telling you how to meditate, telling you to what diet. Like is really a life-changing experience that we're working on right now to give others, and to let others be a part of it, and try to create and spread more energy like ours to create, you know, to help others know who they are, be comfortable, staying balanced with all this shit that's happening right now. Clothing brands. And the crazy shit is too, when I was going through anxiety, it was like 3 years ago. So I made a brand called I'm Staying Home Today. And it's so crazy because I procrastinated so much, and then the pandemic happened, and then we had to stay home all day. And I'm like, fuck, I could have capitalized off of this shit like a motherfucker. but you know, it's everything happens for a reason. I definitely see it a little differently, to where maybe I can do like a nonprofit as well. It's a lot, man. I want to use what I got to help everybody. Obviously, I got to help myself some way as well, but that's becoming easier with NFT. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll look into those seminars and workshops a little more.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Just hit me up, man. Let me know. Happy to help.
Shit.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
To join the Audi club.
Well, we were gonna do something together, and I still want to. So yeah, we'll have to talk off the air and see what we can do. Before I let you go, I know you got these new projects and stuff. What does the future look like? Is there a specific project other than the one you just talked about that you're really excited about? Is there a new NFT that you're coming out with? What's kind of in the works for you right now that you're excited about?
Besides Freely, I'm Staying Home Today, Street Dreams Cafe is going to be like an NFT platform as well. Street Dreams is I partnered up with them and Block Party for my NFT drop. I don't know, man. I just continue what I'm excited about. Just continue to shoot film, direct a couple shorts just for fun, just because I feel like I have a good eye, and I feel like I can make some dope shit. Just continue to be creative, continue to do what I love, continue to be free as best as possible. There isn't anything else specific that I can remember right now. Zack X Aimos ?
For sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's a lot, bro. Oh, I got me and AK. So there's a rapper that I've been helping out with his rollouts for quite some time now, and because of the pandemic and photography being somewhat traumatic for me at a certain time of my life, I started producing music. So me and him are coming out with a joint album
sick,
that I produced all the music on. I have an artist right now that I'm managing. He's coming out with an album really soon. I'm excited for.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm really trying to, cause like, bro, we don't need a fucking label. We are the label, bro. Like, what you want, bro? You want the community to back you, what you represent? All right, let's figure it out. You want a music video? You need
Mm-hmm.
studio.
Mm-hmm.
You need studio time. I mean, you need photos. Like, what? Like, fuck the playlist and all this other shit that's like robotically enhanced. Like my whole thing is building a foundation from the ground. Like I'm trying to build something where the foundation is so strong it can never be torn down. And that's
Yeah.
what I believe that I'm doing right now. Like you never know what's gonna happen between you and me, how we cross paths again. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like it's like a lifetime brothership. Like this is like a sorority type shit, you know, like that we met off a fucking stupid app, Instagram, you know?
Stupid fucking app. It
You
is
know?
fucking stupid. But
But
yeah,
I
I mean, it's connected a lot of cool people together. So there's
yeah,
that.
bro.
There's that. Well, dude, I mean, we could keep going. I think we're going to have to do this again. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I think we should wrap this up on a pretty bow and tie it off. But I think, I think this is going to be one of the top podcasts that I've done. And, getting to hear your story and, following it along, just, knowing you and talking a little bit back and forth and whatnot, I knew it was crazy. But after you really laying it out for everybody, I mean, wow, it's fucking nuts, dude. And I think it's going to help a lot of people and really, shed a lot of light and hopefully give people hope too. And, not just the bad, but really share the positives and
Yeah, there's a lot of
how,
good. Don't take all this as
yeah,
negative, you know, like there's a lot of good as well, for sure.
yeah, yeah. And I think people will know that. So anyways, dude, I really appreciate this. And I know everyone listening to this is really going to appreciate your time, big time. Where can people follow you? Where can people see what you're doing, what you're up to, learn from you, talk to you, all that good shit?
IG is aim.os.
Mm-hmm.
My Twitter is I am Amos. You can hit me up on either or. What else I got? I think that's it. My website is on the link in my bio. Hit me up. If you guys ever need advice on clients or someone trying a brand or company and you feel like they're taking advantage of you, or if you feel like you're literally being threatened or blackballed, maybe I or somebody that I know can help you, or provide some type of lawyer or just information. If Yeah, man, just don't ask me what I shoot with. Because I got like fucking 15 cameras now.
Oh man, that fucking
Kidding,
question,
guys.
man.
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
we've all been there. We've all been there
100%, bro. I've definitely asked that question.
a
I
million
still ask.
times.
I still ask you what you shoot with every time I see a new video from you.
Yeah. Used to. This was amazing. Dude, Amos, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And
Thank you for having me.
we'll cut it off, baby. Peace.